impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause got ultimatums. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem.
Lil' tune, flow sinister, I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers, I'm aiming them. Enemies, I'm the enema. I'ma on them, just like my keys, drop my on a dental work. My thoughts I keep confidential, it's consequential. Philosophies unidentical, I'm not into ya. My Siamese brother Benjamin, that's how I stick to him. These diamond bees, all BBs, I call them Vivica. Skating underneath a bridge, stay hustling as it is. Make money, feed the kids, ain't nothing in the fridge. Wake up, repeat the sins, I need a 10, stay muddy to the lid, 800, eat a.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum.
It's the National Football League, presented by EA Sports. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Carolina Panthers and the Los Angeles Rams. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Stafford going to put it up right away. He's got this to the tight end, Hopkins. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. And the Rams in a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 5 from the 8. Here's Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They'll try and run for this with Akers. Now they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
They run. It's Hill. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. They'll run here with Akers. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Mayfield now. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. A big win there defensively on 2nd and goal. A loss of 7, and it brings up 3rd.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Mayfield looks to throw. Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Foreman. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now will be 3rd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
No score after one on EA Sports. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed him up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try to put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, 2nd quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They'll run with Foreman. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Darnold on 1st down. He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. On 1st and 10, Darnold. And caught by Trimble. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Darnold completes it, and he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Throwing again is Darnold. There's Trimble, the tight end. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. A carry for Foreman. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Darnold to the right side, and he's got more complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. Here's Foreman. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Deontay Foreman, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here we go! Here we go!
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
To throw again on second down, Mayfield. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Matt Ioannidis bullying his way in and sticking him to the turf. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. To return is Roberts. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
From the 41, Darnold. Quick slant, caught by Moore. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Never want to underestimate what this young man does, but it's just more of the same from DJ Moore last season as we see him pick up a first down there. 3rd straight year above 1,100 yards, but also his 3rd straight year held to just 4 touchdowns. With his ability to move after the catch and also his ability to take it in the run game, I expect those touchdown numbers to climb.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Rams force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements. And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Final play of the half, Mayfield. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They run again with Foreman, and he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. From the 50, it's Darnold. Open man left side, it's the tight end Trimble. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Now Foreman. And some nice running going to get him down close to a 1st down at the Rams' 40-yard line. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll keep it on the ground. Foreman. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. 65 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And some room to work. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football. You control the clock.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Deontay Foreman with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. To throw, Mayfield. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Mayfield on first down. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A first down throw from Mayfield. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 57 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get their
touchdown. Cam Akers, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold steps away. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Foreman. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. Now Mayfield. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another 1st down. Throwing, Mayfield. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Three yards remain for 2nd down. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. A give up the middle to Akers. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Mayfield. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. They'll get this one to Cup, complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Martin, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Mayfield. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Amari Barno in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
And Gay knocks this one through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. The drive starts with Foreman on the ground. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. And brought down on the play by Daniel Hardy.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. 5 yards remain on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Foreman, and he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a gain of 6, and that ought to just about do it. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
Darnold is going to take a knee, and that should just about do it. Well, taking that knee, maybe just a sigh of relief. They withstood a big fourth quarter comeback. Able to hold on, though.
Certainly looked like they had things going their way, didn't it? And in the fourth quarter, they had to just hold on. As you said, furious assault on them, but they were able to get it done, take a knee, and head to the locker room with a win.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. Well, if you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah, I got to give them credit because I think their game plan was really, really strong for this one. They knew where they wanted to attack. They knew how they wanted to execute, and they did it with confidence and a little bit of verve as well.
So for the Panthers, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hard-working crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.